Jagdeo was referring specifically to cuts to the Auditor General's office and the Public Procurement Commission's budget proposals. Last month, it was reported that government cut almost $2 billion from the budgets submitted by the 16 constitutional agencies. This move, Jagdeo said, will hinder the work of these bodies.
So you see a pattern here. Not only are they preventing scrutiny of the submissions and debate on the submissions, but now they have cut the budgets of the two bodies that are designed to look after transparency in financial affairs in the state, in the government. So it tells you a lot about how they're approaching this matter.
Finance Minister Winston Jordan had explained at a press conference on Wednesday that these cuts were necessary because the state's current fiscal space cannot facilitate the entire budgetary requests made by these bodies. He noted that while these agencies are allowed to make their requests, he has to review these submissions and make recommendations of the allocations based on the resources available.
The Minister of Finance is required under the law to make recommendations based on what was being submitted to him and give his reasons for the recommendations. Okay? That's the limit of the law. I could only use my best judgment and use what I know to be the resources that will become available to pay back budgets within those limits that I have. A number of agencies this year, more agencies than in the past, have had their budgets equal to what, my recommendation equal to what they requested.
Nevertheless, Jagdeo went on to criticize the cuts, pointing out that they could have otherwise been made on areas where there are unnecessary spending of billions of dollars, such as the state's dietary bills, which has increased by some $1.6 billion, and domestic travels, which has gone up to some $750 million.
They're not cutting those things, those are increasing. But they're cutting $100 million here from the audit budget, from the PPC, etc. It shows their priority. And they cut the children's money too. So this is what we argue, that you do have resources, but it's allocated based on this government's priority. And you know, you're fat-fouling themselves, the common word, fat-fouling themselves. And everything else suffers, languishes.
The opposition leader further voiced his concerns over the fact that the time to question the submissions has been reduced from 20 minutes to 10 minutes, which means they will have just over 2 hours to scrutinize all 16 constitutional agencies. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manikchand.